past Richard Lynch. I got some funny stuff, but I don't want to talk about Richard Lynch. He was nice enough to sign that for me. Yeah. Richard Lynch is awesome, folks.
So now we're on to the signed posters. And this was the big thing I had signed at Darkwoods. The original one sheet, which is impossible to find, especially at a decent price. And this one's a little jacked up, but whatever. Michael Berryman signed it. Sleep with both eyes open. Pretty cool. But yeah, I mean, that's just epic. To me, that's an excellent poster. That's like one of the best. When I think of like Grindhouse posters, that look. See, you can look at the bottom there too. Like a lot of people don't notice that the campers and all that broken down in the bottom corner, and then the huge picture of Michael Berryman on the. I mean, that to me, that's the ultimate thing to have Michael Berryman sign at the show. Yeah, he signed that for $10, so you can't get better than that. He's definitely a horror icon, I would say, and yeah, it was $10 well spent. So Michael Berryman. Oh yeah. Now this was $20 not well spent. I was really looking forward to talking to this guy. The guy I'm talking about is Miguel Nunez, who has been in a lot of stuff, but I only really care about Friday the 13th Part 5, A New Beginning. And he signed it down here, real small. He talked on the phone the entire time. I took a photo with him. He was still on the phone. He put the phone down for like 2 seconds to take the photo. He was a fucking asshole. Bottom line. I'm never ever going up to him again. So that's just a fair warning for some of you guys. That was like one of the biggest dick things I've ever seen anybody do at a show. So yeah, he can literally go shit out a eternity of enchiladas for all I care, and get stabbed in the dick by Jason or Roy again or whatever. So bad experience with that guy. But I guess it was pretty cool to get him to sign the poster. I only wish like he would have actually fucking said something, other than talking to some motherfucker on the phone.
Brought a Friday 5 poster from Miguel Nunez, and then CK went up and got his autograph, and I decided that it was probably not a good idea for me to spend $20 on him to get his autograph, because he was on the phone the whole time, and I don't even think he ever made eye contact with CK, so I really didn't want to have a similar experience. He seemed like a fun guy, but I'm sorry, man, but what? Like, somebody's coming up to you and paying you $20, you're going to stay on the phone the whole time, not even acknowledge them, and then take their money, put the phone down for 2 seconds to take a picture. And by the way, if you ever do see us at a convention, you want us to do an approximation of the Miguel Nunez situation, please ask, because I'll do it. It's absolutely ridiculous. But needless to say, and here's the thing. This is the thing these people don't understand, though, I think. Aside from the fact that I can talk about this stuff to thousands of people, because we have thousands of subscribers, and we have thousands of listeners, I don't think people realize that. And that's what I love about not promoting the fact that we have any of that. We really get to see how people act towards fans. Aside from that, though, you're costing yourself money, you dumbasses. Like, that would have been another $20 that I would have given him if he would have just acted like a human being, like a decent person. No! You ain't getting my money, bitch. I don't care. Okay, so here's my Day of the Dead poster. I'm sorry, though. I'm just too old to give a fuck about these people that act like that anymore. And I wanted to get Romero to sign it. As it turns out, 3 or 4 hours in line for Romero, so I didn't get him to sign it. He's going to be at Scarefest, though, in beautiful downtown Lexington, so I'm sure I'll get it to sign him there. Or I'll get him to sign it there. And this is an original Day of the Dead poster, which I'm going to attempt to unfold without ripping the shit out of it or something. So, I got it signed here by Terry Alexander. Terry Alexander was the Flyboy character in the film who was doing the Jamaican accent. He was actually doing the Jamaican accent at the show, and I thought he was really Jamaican, and as it turns out, he's from Detroit, so that was pretty fucking hilarious. He was just doing it. He wouldn't break kayfabe. Like, he wouldn't, just talk to anybody normal, so I guess he was doing it for the fans. But he is from Detroit. If you ever meet him, don't let that Jamaican accent fool you. Over here, to Aaron, best always, Jarl Conroy McDermott from Day. He, of course, was the Irish drinking guy from Day. And then here's Greg Nicotero. Met him. To talk about Jarl Conroy, though, he really didn't say that much. I just asked him about the plays that he does and stuff for now, and a little bit about the film, but he didn't say a whole lot. And Greg Nicotero was pretty cool, though. We talked about Intruder, and that we were showing that at the Saturday Nightmares thing, and he was talking about Scott Spiegel and working with him, and it was really cool, and they're working with all the Raimis and all that stuff. So Greg Nicotero seems like a genuinely nice guy, though. Definitely meet him if you have a chance. And then down here is the composer on the film, John Harrison, who is probably the nicest guy out of any of them. And I talked to him for quite a while about the score for Creepshow and what he used to do the main theme for the show and all the stuff that he used. So that was pretty awesome. And he had some Creepshow soundtracks there. He was selling for $20, and I really wanted to buy one, but $20 for a CD, like, God. I remember, like, they had that on a site we go on often. It was signed by Harrison. It was like $10, so I was like, damn, man, cut a fella a break. So anyway, I'm going to get this signed by Romero and probably a couple other people from Day if I'm betting. I'm sure they'll do convention soon, but I don't know. I just love that movie. I love the poster. And I love it so much that I'm not going to show the whole thing because, like, I'm afraid to even open it. But it's a original Dawn of the Dead poster. Okay, I'll open it. I'll open it for you. Unless you probably fucking break in half or something. Oh! God, look at that. Oh, my Lord. Isn't that neat, though? That's a neat design. Okay. So I'm shutting that down. Give me a second here.
The main one I wanted signed, which is Day of the Dead. And I got everyone from Day of the Dead to sign this, aside from, I think the director of photography was Michael Gornick. I don't know about paying somebody that's a director of photography $20 to sign their name. I don't think that I would do that, but whatever. The ones I got signed were Terry Alexander. Really cool guy. He actually put on the Jamaican accent, which at first I was thinking, is he Jamaican? I was thinking he really is Jamaican, isn't he? But no, evidently he was just putting on the putting on the accent. I don't know. And Charles Conroy was a pretty cool guy. Not as cool as Terry Alexander. He didn't have a lot to say, but he was nice enough, I guess. No problem with him. And down here, Greg Nicotero, cool enough guy, very down-to-earth guy. Yeah, I think it was the problem with some of these people is it was just such a big show. You didn't have a lot of time to really talk to any of these people. Aside from, like what I was saying, Miguel Nunez, nobody was coming up to that guy at all. And then me, a rare exception, who actually came up to him, he stayed on the fucking phone the whole time. So, but Nicotero was a real busy guy the whole weekend, and yeah, he was busy. So, and I already had Savini. John Harrison, who's the composer for Day of the Dead, really good guy. Seemed like a nice fella and wanted to talk about. We had some cool stuff for sale too, like some Tales from the Dark Side, the movie soundtrack, LPs, and all that good stuff. So he's a pretty good guy, and we got his contact info to possibly get him on the show at some point. So that would be cool for sure as well. But yeah, I've got like 6 on this one. The big one I want to get has to be Bub. I've got to get him because he's like he's the guy to get on this poster in particular. And This poster's not in the best condition, but whenever I gotta have Romero, but I'm not going to wait in line 4 hours or whatever it was. I gotta have Pilato and Cardile and all the guys that do the Day of the Dead. I've got to get those guys, and then I can frame it. I want to get this one custom framed because this is fucking art right here. I love this shit. But that was one of the bigger things I wanted to have signed at this show, and I got it. I got everyone I wanted. So, Day of the Dead.
I think this was the last autograph that I got, and because it was just so crazy down there, man. Like, God, you couldn't move around at all. So, I mean, don't get me wrong, it was a great time. Nathan, always really, really cool to us, always very supportive, but, geez, oh, friggin' Pete. Like, as far as moving around in the convention itself, it was really, really hard. So, this lady was outside of the main convention signing, which was like her luck, because after it got shut down for a while, people were definitely going over to her. Couldn't have been nicer, and I love this print. This is another print from Scottra over at scottra.com. If you get a chance and you want to pick it up, buy this shit with great violence, because it's an awesome thing to get signed by her. It's Elvira! Oh, Lord! Oh, my goodness gracious. Look at that. To Aaron. XXX Elvira. Mistress of the Dark. And she was, I mean, she was really nice, but it was really quick. It was like, how you doing, honey? I love Mistress of the Dark. She was like, oh, you seen my other film? I said, yeah, I saw it. I could, like, I know she had the films there, and I'm sure that the only reason she asked that was if I'd said no, she'd have been like, oh, you can buy it over there. I guarantee you that's the only reason she asked. But I was just like, I couldn't even, like, lie, like, and be like, oh, yeah, Haunted Hills or whatever. That was killer. Because it really wasn't. It was really horrible. But, yeah. Check that out if I can get any kind of good angle on it. I don't think I can. Okay. So she was really, really nice, though. I'm just glad that her manager didn't fucking bench press me or something. Her manager was a really large woman, and it was kind of scaring me.
Now this dude right here, Peter Cowper from My Bloody Valentine, the coolest guy to me at the show. Didn't talk to him for a whole lot, but he's just one of those guys that you sort of hit it off with, and you talk about the movie a bit, and I know there was a rumor about maybe a My Bloody Valentine reunion at the Fright Night Film Fest. So we talked about that a little bit, and talked about maybe screening the movie at a drive-in or something, which I think would be great. But really cool and awesome signature, and he had a great table too. He actually had some pickaxes which were splattered with blood, and I got a photo with him with that, which you'll probably see in this video. So really, really cool guy. And for a second I thought maybe I shouldn't pay him $20. He was really just a stunt guy, but I'm glad I did, because he really did enjoy meeting with the fans, and had a lot of good things to say about George Mahalka, who signed the poster below there. And yeah, so really cool, and look forward to possibly adding more if there's a My Bloody Valentine reunion at some point. So next one up is just a small edition. I won't spend a whole lot of time on this. My Dawn of the Dead, which I'm getting signed by everybody I meet at these shows that is a part of Dawn of the Dead. The only edition there is John Harrison. So I think that makes like 12 or 13 signatures overall on that one. And the last one is the original Monster Squad one sheet. And I did get Tom Noonan, who played Frankenstein, to sign it. Bogus. So yeah, that is the end of all the signatures when it comes to the posters and all that. So hope you guys enjoyed. And the big thing is coming up next, and it is something that I definitely wanted for a while. So, yeah, there you go.
Let's go ahead and get to the HMA Mask Fest stuff. The Mask Fest was at Horrorhound this year too, and oh God, man, like if you've never been to that, then I'm absolutely begging you to go, because that was by far the coolest thing that they had there. Probably hundreds of masks, 30 or I'd say probably about 30 dealers, and it was just one of the best things ever. For anybody that's into collectibles and horror collectibles and busts and stuff like that, definitely got to go. So, but this one I did not get at Mask Fest. I still like it a lot though. A fan of the show and a guy that's a friend of mine sent this. I traded him some DVDs for some PlayStation 3 games, and he actually sent this along with it, because I guess he just didn't have any use for it anymore. But it's actually a pretty freaking awesome mask. It's a pinhead mask, and you can actually wear this mask. And let me just tell you that if you do wear it, it looks freaky as shit. And it's got like the black collar there, so you can wear something black and it disguises in the neck and stuff. And the pins and stuff that's really cool, like intricate little work that they've done there. So it'd be like a really awesome little Halloween mask. I've never really shown that before. I definitely want to get that in there. I'm not sure who makes this, because like I said, he just kind of included it with the deal. But it looks really, really cool. I've had it in there on the gumball machine that I've got for a long time. That's like the stand that I use for it. Oh gosh. So, yeah, big thanks to Jamie for that.
As most of you guys know, that know anything about the convention, the Horrorhound Weekend, every year they do something called Mask Fest. And this is the first time I'd went to Horrorhound where they actually had Mask Fest. So I wanted to get a mask, and this is the one I chose from look here, darksidestudio.com. And this is a Crash Cunningham Part 5 hockey mask that I've had for a while and just haven't had a chance to display it. It is 100% accurate from the film Friday the 13th Part 5, A New Beginning, which is the best Friday the 13th film. But the coolest thing about this is, and I had this, like this was the mask that I was looking through all the people that were going to be there. I'm like, God, I hope they bring this, because I want it. And they actually had it for like, I think it was something like $50 off. I got it for $50 off what it is. I got it for $75. So I will unveil the mask itself. So there you go. It's pretty accurate. This right here is real hair, which makes it even cooler. And yeah, $75, and it. I just can't believe anybody made this, So Dark Side Studios, yeah, they did a great job on this, and I don't know how limited these things were, but I've seen a couple people have them on YouTube, and I'm like, what the fuck? Who the hell made that? So I'm glad I got one. I was actually on the lookout for the Madman Mars mask as well, but nobody had that. Somebody had a burning mask and a couple of other masks that were pretty cool, but this was the coolest one for me that I had to have. And yeah, check out darksidestudio.com. It's darksidestudio.com. And yeah, actually the eyebrows are even real hair. So they did an excellent job. definitely check out their site. And it's an awesome way to display your mask and then raise it over, and be like, holy shit, that's actually a Roy latex bust. So, I know a lot of people are like, what the fuck? But yeah. But anyway, Horrorhound Weekend was a lot of fun, and we got to meet a lot of fans of the show and new people that were fans that we'd never met before, and we hung out on Saturday night, and yeah, I'm still trying to recover from that a little bit. But yeah, met some new friends and stuff like that. Hopefully, we can see them again at shows in the future and hang and do a little dance and all that good shit. But this is the Creepy Kentuckian, and this has been my Horrorhound haul for 2010. I spent too much money, but if you go to one of these things, you pretty much have to spend money. So, for the Creepy Kentuckian and Roy, we'll see you later.
And the other thing, and this is by far the best mask that I have, and probably one of the best masks that I ever will have. It's the Bret Hart of masks. It's the best there is, the best there was, and the best there ever will be. And that is, I got from Dark Side Studios. So check them out. Definitely check them out. DarksideStudios.com. It's a Nathan mask from Creepshow, the Father's Day mask, and oh my god, I'm just coming thinking about showing it. It weighs, literally probably has to weigh about 10 pounds. At least. Check this out. Oh, God. Really speaks for itself, actually. It looks exactly like the father, Nathan, from Creepshow. Oh, Lord. I just look at the detail. Like, okay, around the teeth, you can see it's kind of like pushed back, so you can see the skeleton of it. And it's got little pieces of moss that are stuck all throughout the mask to make it look older and like it's been in the ground, just like it looked in the original. The eyes are blacked out. And it's actually got gray hair, like pressed into the mask, like all around the back. If you ever get a chance to see this guy and buy this mask, it's the same guy that CK got his Roy mask off of. I'm begging you to look at this stuff and buy something off of him. I mean, look at that shit. It's Father's Day, and I got my cake. Yeah. But, yeah, it's freaking awesome. I'm going to have to get a stand to display this, or otherwise I just have to. Like, people will shit their pants. Anyway. Lord, I think that's pretty much it. I'm sure I'm leaving something out, but I don't know what that would be. Anyway, had a great time at both those conventions. People here's the thing about those conventions too. People are always really, really nice to us, and people come up to us all the time. And that's really what makes those conventions. Like, the people that we met there at Horrorhound, oh God, I'd shout out to all of them, but I'd forget somebody and piss them off. But everybody that we met that came up to us, and there was probably 20 of them that just came up and were like, like the show and been listening to it for a long time. That's what makes those shows for me. And that's the best part of those shows, is getting to meet the people that like the same stuff that we like, and that listen to the show and talk about that stuff. And it was just an awesome time both times. I'll probably talk about it more when I do, I'm going to do a Horrorhound complete convention report about all the stuff we did and all that. But that was just showing the stuff that I've gotten at those two conventions, and it's some awesome shit. Had a great time, and thanks for watching. Check us out over at DEADPIT.com. lose your love tonight. I don't wanna lose your love tonight. Ain't got many friends left to talk to. Nobody's ever coming over. You know I'd do anything for you. Play around and keep it undercover. I just wanna use your love tonight. I don't wanna lose your love tonight. Try to stop my hands from shaking. Trying to know my mind's not making sense. It's been a while since I've been all alone. Can you hear the way I'm feeling? Before you leave, oh please would you close my door? And don't forget why